Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas Cowboys, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The Dallas Cowboys fan base is still not totally recovered from the initial shock that came with offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer, fresh off a 7-10 season in which he did not call plays, being named as the head coach following the firing of Mike McCarthy. On merit, this move doesn't make a ton of sense. However, according to Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, Jerry Jones' stunning move might not actually be as unpredictable and destructive as it may seem on the outside. To hear Breer say it, Schottenheimer getting the chance to run his own show was a long time coming due to how much respect he has within the league. Brian Schottenheimer is honestly one of the most well-liked coaches in the NFL, Breer said. He's affable, a connector, and 100% projects as a guy who could be a better head coach than he was a coordinator because of his natural leadership qualities. Schottenheimer might have many of the qualities that teams want to see when hiring their new coach, but he likely is not going to win over what has become a very jaded fan base unless he starts piling up the wins in exceedingly short order. Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer has major respect within the NFL. Schottenheimer comes from good coaching stock, as he is the son of legendary former Chiefs and Browns head coach Marty Schottenheimer. Brian has certainly put in his dues as an assistant, as he has more than 20 years of NFL experience in various offensive roles under his belt. However, Schottenheimer has come under fire for some disappointing results when he is given more responsibility, particularly when it comes to creating explosive passing attacks. Schotty's best run as a play-calling offensive coordinator came with the New York Jets in the early Rex Ryan days, and even then, he was ripped often for a boring aerial attack. Read more. It only took one catch for George Pickens to electrify Cowboys fans at OTAs. Schottenheimer will likely try to air it out with Dak Prescott under center. However, with Schottenheimer himself calling plays instead of newly hired offensive coordinator Clayton Adams, it's fair for Cowboys fans to have some serious skepticism about the direction the offense is going in. Schottenheimer might be an exceedingly nice guy, and he may have enough insight to carry him between jobs in the NFL. However, being a head coach is a totally different animal, and the expectation from Cowboys fans is that the enormity of this job could swallow him up. Who knew a 23-year-old cornerback in his second season would be more mature than all pros? Philadelphia Eagles second-year cornerback Quinyon Mitchell showed exactly that on Wednesday. The young star had his name and his nickname dragged through the mud by Dallas Cowboys All-Pros Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb earlier in May. During a Cowboys golf outing, Parsons and Lamb joked on camera about Mitchell's nickname, coined by fans. Quinyonimo Bay. That expletive is dead, one of the fellas said. Stop the cap, lie, Lamb said. I have never been locked down on any island. Though they didn't frequently go head-to-head, by the numbers, Lamb recorded just one completion on Mitchell last season when they did line up opposite one another. Maybe that will change. Because based on this sort of talk, the Cowboys should want to target the second-year veteran early and often when the two teams face off in Week 1 of the 2025 season. Dallas comments haven't deterred Mitchell, though. The Toledo product made it clear that any talking done before hitting the field won't be addressed too deeply by him. I don't really get into the internet, Mitchell said Wednesday. Mitchell finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting behind eventual winner Jared Verse. While he did not record an interception during the regular season, he did record 2 picks during the Eagles' playoff run to a Super Bowl title. He has shown an ability to lock down some of the best receivers in the league. More importantly, though, he won't stoop to trading childish remarks from players who want to get into his head. Even if those players represent a hated division rival. There's a beneath-the-surface trade market in the NFL where teams buy low on busts from other teams, specifically former first-round picks, and either sell high, benefit greatly for a short period of time or take on negligible losses if it doesn't work out. It's an interesting way to create depth if you're willing to plumb the depths, which is something the Dallas Cowboys should do in order to try and create depth at wide receiver. One player they should focus on is Tennessee Titans wide receiver Treylon Burks, a 2022 first-round pick, number 18 overall, who may have already seen the writing on the wall with his current team. Burks has missed 24 out of 51 regular season games and only has 53 career catches for 699 yards and 1 touchdown, highlighted by participating in just 5 contests, 2 starts, with 4 grabs, 34 yards and no scores a year ago, Bleacher Report's Matt Holder wrote on May 29. Now, the Titans have a new regime where the organization is on its second general manager since John Robinson, who drafted Burks, meaning the wideout has fewer people in the building to pound the table for him. The Cowboys could probably get Burks in exchange for their 2026 seventh-round pick in a straight-up trade and use him as a versatile backup to their 3 starters, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Jalen Tolbert, but make his primary position slot receiver after spending his first 3 seasons on the outside. There's also the chance the Cowboys just keep tabs on Burks to try and pick him up if the Titans release him before the season. It's something that's a distinct possibility with the addition of free agent wide receivers Van Jefferson and Tyler Lockett and drafting 2 more wide receivers in 2025. Are you in or out on Treylon Burks? Social media reacts to Burks' presence at OTAs. Burks returned to practice with the Titans at OTAs on May 27 and a few short video clips of him going through drills went viral after it appeared he put on a significant amount of weight in the offseason. The Titans declined the $15.493 million fifth-year option on Burks' 4-year, $14.3 million rookie contract on May 9. Treylon Burks looks broken, NFL reporter Dov Kleiman wrote on his official X account. I have little faith in Burks this year and I think he's on the bubble to even make the team, but Brian Callahan made it seem like he wouldn't be ready for training camp earlier this offseason, so the fact he's out there already is a surprise, ex-user Tyler Rowland wrote. Good for Treylon. Burks, 6'3", has seen his weight be an issue dating back to his college days at Arkansas, where he played at over 230 pounds. Arkansas's Treylon Burks played last season at 6'3", 230, The Ringer's Austin Gale wrote on his official X account in August 2021. Burks told me he's down to 225 after cleaning up his diet and plans to play at that weight this season. Burks, a 3-time All-SEC pick, played his way into a first-round pick in his final season at Arkansas with 66 receptions for 1,104 yards and 11 touchdowns in just 12 games.